Mics on. Cameras are on.
Yep.
Should we go straight into the intro, Jason?
on.
Headphones are on. Straight to the intro or what?
Straight to it.
You are now tuned in to Respect the Connect. I'm your host, Johnny James, and I'm back again with a few of my nearest and dearest. Jay still won't buy a fuckbot. Trav is in the building.
Hell no.
What's poppin', Jay?
Bro, this Super Bowl halftime show is
It's about to be popping.
I think so, dog.
On and cracking.
On and cracking.
K. Dot, the boogeyman.
Yep.
Len Words is in the building.
Indeed.
What's poppin', Len Words?
Nothing.
Come on, dog. The Orville Redenbachen.
Oh, yeah,
I was
Orville
waiting for the
Redenbachen.
Orville Redenbachen. As you guys can see, we are joined by a special guest today. Cassandra Rose is in the building. Make some motherfucking noise. Episode 98. I almost forgot what episode it was. Like my name was Jay Trav.
Hey,
Let's get it.
That was. It's been a few times, bro.
Why
You
you
can't
bringing
say
it up?
that shit.
I have the headphones on because I heard the applause.
See what I'm saying?
And it made
Yeah.
me feel so good.
Yes. the fraudulent applause. You know what I mean?
It's
They
the
really.
best.
Yeah, it's the best.
It's
It's
the
the
best.
best.
Right?
Cassandra.
Hello.
What's poppin'? I'm glad you pulled up for
Thanks
Super
for
Bowl
having me.
Sunday.
Yeah, I'm super excited to be here. Let me just say something right off the bat.
Okay, hey, I'm gonna ask you to do one thing first. Get a little closer to the mic so we
Okay.
can hear you. There we go.
yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm going to say something into the mic.
Okay, let's do this.
I don't feel cool enough to be sitting at this table.
Oh man. Hey, I appreciate that,
You guys
but
are so cool.
Yeah,
none of us are cool at all. Fuck no.
I'm cool.
You're cool?
I'm a bad
So cool, I
motherfucker,
should
man.
call you culo?
Cool.
Hey.
Don't do
I was
that.
just checking if you were cool
Don't
enough
do
to
that.
understand the reference.
Don't do that.
So cool like Coolio.
Yes, sir. That's right.
It's not called cool anymore, Cassandra.
It's not,
It's
okay.
called aura.
Okay.
Okay?
It's a vibe.
It's
isn't
a
it?
no, that's old too,
That's old
Jay.
too?
Fuck
Oh,
you,
that's
it's
old too?
2025,
Okay, I was on
dog.
that.
I guess.
No, it's a vibe is
right.
2024,
It's the aura?
dude.
Damn.
Aura.
Okay.
You lose aura points if you say shit like you're cool like Coolio. I'm losing them as
Cool like Coolio.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
not
don't
cool.
think I
dog.
would say
That's
that.
not cool, bro. No. Why are you
So
looking
I'm
at
not
me?
cool?
Not if you say you're cool like Coolio.
Okay.
It's not cool anymore. Len Words.
It's not cool.
It's aura.
My aura?
It's the aura.
The aura?
Aura points. To
Oh.
be specific.
Really?
Okay.
Yes.
That's the new thing.
I'm
got-
not keeping up with that shit no more.
You got children. You got to, dog.
Nah,
if
I
you
don't.
do not keep up with it, then you are skibbity toilet, Len Words.
What the fuck does
What,
that
what
mean,
is
man?
that?
Listen, bruh. Y'all need to dial in with these
Bro.
kids because they don't make any damn sense. And
Nah.
I'm trying
You trying to keep-
to
Nah, bro.
understand what the fuck they're saying
Nah, bro.
when they're saying it.
See, I'm not there yet.
Skibbity toilet is probably
That's
one
a
of the
thing
weirdest
they're
ones.
actually saying?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What does it mean?
So it came from a YouTube video
Ugh,
with
always
this.
comes from a YouTube
it
video.
always comes from a YouTube
Every
video,
time.
right? Came from a YouTube video where this weird fucking head is in a toilet just talking weird shit. It's fucking weird, dude. But listen, we did weird shit too, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and act like the old guy that was like, hey, youngins, we didn't do weird shit. Cause we did.
True.
Yeah,
We did.
but
So how did the kids catch that lingo? I don't get it.
yeah, what does that mean?
They doesn't sound like a video they should have been.
Probably
I know,
not.
right? I know. Just
Probably
parental
not.
controls.
But Skibbity, they got toys of this head in the toilet now.
Oh my gosh.
You got Skibbity Toilet. What's another good one? Well, not a good one. They're all fucking weird. Riz. You got Riz?
I've
No
heard
words?
I've heard that
that.
term.
Yes.
Yes.
Riz.
Do I have
means-
Riz?
Yeah,
I
do you have
invented
Riz?
fucking Riz.
You invented Riz. Make some fucking noise.
started
That was
Riz.
bars. See, your aura points are now stacking, Len Words.
He's coming
He's
back
stacking.
up from Coolio. Julio?
He's
Is
coming
that,
back.
That's what he said. That
He's
was
not,
my
yeah.
thing.
Julio.
That was
Julio.
That was when I brought it to the table.
See, we never
Unintentionally.
know how these pods are gonna start. Last week we were talking about some crazy out of pocket shit. What was the name of the movie I told you guys? Companion. Did you see the previews for that movie? Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's about sex bots.
Oh, I
Yeah.
feel like I listened to you talk about it.
Probably. Probably. I was trying to sell the whole crew on it.
I know.
Yeah.
Nobody
Yeah,
bought it.
I definitely remember you talking
Yes.
about it.
Yes.
So,
We never know
now
how
I don't
these-
even have to watch it.
Nah, you don't. I kind of broke it down actually.
Yeah. You did.
I just didn't give the
Just
ending.
enough.
Yeah, just didn't give the ending.
Oh, jeez.
Well, you're definitely cool enough and have enough aura points to be sitting in that seat.
Thank you. I appreciate
Cassandra. So where do we start here? I think we should start with social media, obviously, right?
that. Yeah.
How long have you been a super fucking cool social media influencer?
Oh my gosh. Well, it's funny because like you and I have actually talked about this before. Like I hate the word influencer.
That's
It's
why I used
so
it.
Cringy.
So I used it.
It's so cringe, but
It
it's
is.
okay. It's okay. It's just like, I guess it comes with like this negative aura. I'm just kidding.
It does.
But it does, like, because people are jerks. People are assholes. Like, it's just kind of true. And I think like a lot of people kind of took that and ran with it at the beginning. And now it's like, you're an influencer, you must be an asshole. And
Oh,
it's
for
like,
sure. Well, it's because a lot of them are.
Yeah.
And a lot of them influence people to just fucking go buy stuff on TikTok,
Yeah.
which is fine.
Right.
But
Right.
if 95% of what you're doing is go buy my new fucking
Yeah.
shit that I got off of Temu, or go buy my extensions, right? For me,
Right.
what would it be for me? Go buy a hat or some glasses.
Yeah.
Go buy my
Beard
new
oil.
glasses.
You should be doing beard oil.
That's a
Beard
good
oil.
idea.
You should be on
I
that.
make my own.
Oh, do you really?
I really do.
Package it up.
Stop
really-
lying.
I ain't lying.
I don't
bro.
believe that for
I'll
a
make
second.
my own.
I don't believe
Man,
that at all.
I gotta really give away my fucking secrets here.
I
But listen,
give away all of my
listen.
secrets.
Oh, okay.
All of them.
I like that. Okay. But see, this is a safe place. All right. We have people that watch the pod that really like us to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be vulnerable with you guys right now. Okay. So
By
what I
telling
do?
us what's in your beard.
With my beard. Okay.
He's like, I'm so vulnerable.
I got black seed oil. Right.
Okay, good.
Which
good.
is like the deliverable. It's
Yeah.
called the whatever oil.
The carrier oil.
The carrier oil.
Yes, sir.
See, anytime that words are a little hard, I got Len Words, the writer, the published author here to navigate these waters.
Okay.
The carrier oil is the black seed oil.
Yeah.
And the other oil that I put in there, shout out to Guru Nanda. I ain't sponsored, they ain't paying me to say this, but they have a peppermint essential oil that I put in there too, and I
Nice.
call it a day.
Oh, really?
That's it.
Okay.
Simple. So I kind of smell like
Christmas?
a Manila Christmas envelope. It's like a Manila Christmas envelope, dog.
Okay.
It works better than the shit
I
you
feel
buy
like
at
you gotta
Walmart.
switch that peppermint out.
Think so?
Because there's so much, like, seasonally.
Maybe, huh?
think you
Maybe.
should
This
only-
motherfucker smell like Santa Claus.
Yeah, like, there's so many, I'm not even like an essential oils kind of girl, but like.
I could
there's-
switch it up.
There's so many. Like, you gotta switch that up for summertime, and then
Okay.
like November rolls around, and then like you could go back to that
To peppermint. So what would be a summertime essential oil?
Oh, for summer?
Yeah.
Lemon.
Lemon?
Maybe.
Yeah, lemon.
You could smell
Like
like
a nice
lemons.
lemon.
Yeah, man, that's kind of.
Or like
maybe.
citrus, like
Okay.
in general.
Anything citrus,
Citrus
yeah.
is citrus.
It's summer. Shish, shish,
Yeah.
shish.
Shush, shush,
Yeah.
shush.
Words are hard.
Fresh.
Fresh. Fresh shish, shish, shish. That's what I'm going to call that shit.
Yeah.
My beard oil is called fresh shish, shish, shish.
Do I get a percentage then? In that
Since
case?
you named it, 1,000%. But you got to put the link. You got to put the.
I will
I'll give you
influence
an affiliate
as much-
code.
yeah.
There you go.
There we go. See,
That's how you do
One
it.
hand
Send
washes
everybody
the
the
other.
Oh my
So-
gosh. Yeah. No, influencing. Cringe.
Okay, I'm gonna
No.
go. That's why I wanted to use it because I wanted to get that out of the way right away. Because nope, I don't like that.
Yeah.
But it does come as a double-edged sword
It
because
does.
we do have influence,
Yeah.
right? So we can't really completely go against it. It's just how we choose to use it.
Right.
I do prefer the term content creator because I am a creator,
Yeah.
and the content is part of my creation, along with my 4 children. But that's a whole nother conversation. What got you started in social media, and how long you been doing it?
Okay, so I always say that my social media journey kind of was born when my twins were born. On accident, I guess. I didn't even really have social media. Okay, I always say like being a creator is in my blood. I love creating. I love taking photos. I've always had a camera in my hand, like since I was probably 10. You know, I always loved creating. But I didn't ever share it. I don't know. I hadn't really found myself yet in the social media space. And I mean, I had like Facebook. I didn't even have an Instagram. You know, just kind of was doing whatever. But when Leia was a baby, I used to like dress her up. I used to make her tutus, like little dresses, dress her up when she was a baby, put a backdrop, like Photoshop twinkly lights in the background, like just for myself to have.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and so it was like, I guess like, and I wouldn't even share it. I mean, maybe I did on Facebook.
But not really.
But not really. Yeah, not really. And I certainly wasn't looking for an audience or anything like that. I was just like, look at my baby.
Yeah.
She's so perfect. But yeah, so when the twins were born, it got real serious real quick because I had them early. They were born at 31 weeks, which isn't like ridiculously early. I've seen a 26-weeker with my own eyes in the NICU, and they are transparent.
Yeah, it's
Like,
crazy to see.
They are not done cooking yet,
Yeah.
and it's pretty incredible what we can do. Because I mean, a lot of them nowadays. I think the earliest baby I've known is to survive is like 20. Gosh, it was like right before 26, somewhere in there. But it's crazy. But anyway, so 31 wasn't that early. They were born 311 and 312, so little, literally tiny little baby guys. But Levi ended up developing a life-threatening infection in the NICU, and so that's what kept them there. I mean, they both had really weird miscellaneous health issues when they were born, like right away. They were born with high blood pressure, super weird, random stuff, like for no reason. But when Levi got diagnosed with, it's called NEC. It's called necrotizing enterocolitis, which is a mouthful.
It is, but you nailed it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I've said it
Yeah,
1,000
1,000
times. No, it basically translates into like dying bowel syndrome, because like when you look up like the word necrotizing, quite literally means dying. And so it's when the inner lining of their intestine like quite literally starts to die, and it gets like dark on an X-ray and everything, and it's insane. It's so scary. I have a picture of Levi when he was 3 pounds, maybe 4 by then, and he has an IV in his hand, an IV in his little foot, and an IV in his head. And at that time, it was blood, fluids, and antibiotics, like nonstop, crazy. And so anyway, that was kind of what happened. And so even before that diagnosis, I always say I never felt alone. I always had such an amazing group around me, willing to help and give us love. And how can we pray for you? And is there... can we bring your family dinner? Like, can we bring you stuff at the hospital? Like, what do you need kind of thing? And I found myself, like, copy and pasting updates, because the twins were, like, in the incubators, and then they came out of the incubators, and then they were back in, and it was like, then there was this diagnosis, but we weren't really sure what it was at first. So there was, like, so many updates that were back and forth, and everybody had such a good heart. They were, like, wanting updates. And so I started on Facebook. I would basically just, like, post a caption. Like, I think the first time I copy and pasted a text and said the wrong name to somebody, which is like everybody's worst fear.
Oh, yeah.
I'm all, hi, Cheryl.
Oh, yeah.
I'm making that up. But like, and then it's like, that one was to, whoever. And I was like, dang, okay, this is hard. And then logistically, like, I just didn't have good service in the NICU. So it just kind of was just overwhelming in the best way. And I was so thankful for that. But yeah, so I started kind of just posting like an update kind of weekly or twice a week or however long.
For what you guys were going through.
Like whenever something relevant was happening, I would post like a picture of them and like kind of what was happening. So I was kind of like blogging, but I didn't really know that I was blogging. I didn't really look at it like that. And I would write out these captions, and at the end of my caption, I would literally say, I love you guys all so much. Like, I'm not texting you back. Like, this is it.
Oh, yeah.
Please take
Here's your
that with as
information.
much love.
Yeah.
Like, I can't do it. Like, this is it. This is the thing. And everybody who doesn't have social media will freaking screenshot it and send it to them. Like, this is it.
Yeah.
And
I mean, you're going through enough already. Like,
yeah,
come on.
and I didn't want to be selfish in that, but like, because for me, I have a lot of guilt, even now with like DMs and stuff. I'm like, this person took the time out of their day to send me a long ass message about what they can do for me, and I'm not even gonna respond. What kind of monster am I? And so I was kind of going through that a little bit, and so that, I would put it all out there, and I was like, with so much love, like, here you go. And that kind of, Facebook is naturally a sharing app, right?
Yeah.
Instagram's not. You have your own stuff on your Instagram page. But Facebook, like, is like everybody's timelines, or is that what they're still called at?
That's a good question. What are the? Yeah, it's got, or the feed. Isn't it the feed?
Your feed, whatever.
Yeah, Facebook's more feed, I think.
Okay, you're right.
Feed.
Timeline. I'm like,
Yeah.
am I old? What the heck?
No, you're cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
you got
okay, good.
aura.
You're cool.
Okay, good. But yeah, basically, I just, everybody was sharing it because it, and so I never had any sort of audience per se in any way. And so all of a sudden I got people commenting like, we're praying for Levi. And it was like, so-and-so in Arizona, so-and-so's friends, cousins, whoever the hell.
And that started more on Facebook, or did you
Yeah.
so then you started to translate it over to Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had friends. Okay, and it was funny. I had a shout out to Maddie. She'll laugh. she was actually the one who was like, you are making me and the rest of us who are cool and on Instagram, you're making us get onto Facebook just to check on you because nobody's on Facebook, dude. It's not cool.
Yeah, I mean, Facebook.
Or is it?
Yeah, no, Facebook. I mean, is it?
It's cool. It's
God,
not. It doesn't have the aura, but it's cool.
There's reasons to be on Facebook. It's just a different crowd. It's all right, you guys. It's okay. No, but I mean, yeah, essentially they were like, you're making us get onto Facebook to check on you, and you should really be posting this stuff on Instagram, and, you know, kind of just in the most loving way being like, you're not on the cool app, like, get on the cool app. And so I was like, okay. And so, yeah, so it kind of happened, I mean, honestly, kind of at the same time. So I started posting on both. But yeah, so that's kind of like where it started. And then, you know, 6 months after the twins came home from the NICU, I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer.
What?
Wow.
You didn't know that?
So, hold up. So 6 months
Like,
after
yeah, dude.
they came home.
Yeah, Levi was still on oxygen when I was diagnosed. Levi came home on, like, they were special needs, like, crazy. They couldn't even lay flat when
That's
they came home as
fucking
babies.
terrifying.
Yeah, so Logan came home first. So I have Leia, Lincoln, Levi, and Logan, and I always make jokes about how that was a mistake because I can't even talk about them. I can't yell at them. I say Lovi.
It sounds like you're like starting to.
Yeah.
Kind of sounds like you're about to start rapping. You know
You never know.
what I'm saying?
I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so I basically. It took me like 3 months to even be diagnosed.
I was about to say, how did you, like, did you start feeling like sick? Like, how did you know?
And that's what I scream so loudly from the rooftops. Like, I'm such a, like, go to the doctor type of person. Like, if you know, I don't know, maybe I'm like overly paranoid now because I have so much trauma, but.
I mean, I don't blame you. Like, talk about fucking timing.
Yeah,
That's really crazy.
Don't even get me started on the timing because we're not even done. So, yeah, it was like three months from a phone call verbatim. Bless this guy. He has no idea how he negatively affected my life forever. This poor guy, this poor doctor. He told me verbatim over the phone, which is probably standard. I don't know what I wanted. It's not like I have a problem. But he told me verbatim over the phone, you probably have thyroid cancer.
That's how he said it?
That's how he said it.
Man, talk about the greatest bedside manner ever.
I was like, okay, what do you mean? And then, like, everything else he said, just like,
You lost it after that?
I lost it. Yeah, that's like all I remember from that phone call. And so from that moment to my actual official diagnosis was 3 months. So I just like lived my life like, damn. I could be dying. No,
that's
and
an
it's
awful
not,
3 months though.
It was
What
terrible.
the hell?
It was terrible. And so that's why I'm like such an advocate for like, just go get your freaking self checked out because you never know. Because I had no symptoms, like none.
Wow.
I had a lump in my neck. But it was not like, oh, you think you look for a lump, like women look for lumps. Like you think like, oh, I don't know. I just had this like, I guess, idea in my head of what it would be like if you had a lump.
Yeah.
And it's not like that.
Not like that.
It's not like that. It was actually so big that it kind of just blended in. It really just looked like a part of my neck. Like,
That's
you know, when you even like move and your neck kind of,
crazy.
I don't know. It didn't look like anything.
Did you have like trouble like breathing or swallowing or a cough or anything? That's fucking scary.
No, it was terrifying. Yeah, and my thyroid was like huge. And I had no idea. So yeah, no trouble, nothing. So one day I was working retail. I worked at Marshall's for 10 years, fun fact.
Well, that's a long time.
I know.
That's a long time to deal with Marshall's shenanigans
I freaking
too.
know, dude. And yeah, I like was opening and closing the store, and yeah, that's like another story. That's totally another story. But as soon as I left that building, I was like, damn, I'm free. I'm gonna just be a content creator. That's
Well, I
kind
mean,
of what
at least it shows that you're consistent.
Yeah,
Right?
I
You had the discipline to stick it out with Marshall's for 10 years.
Yeah, and I was going, you know what, dude? And I tried so hard to be like, you know, manager and all these things. Like, I just was kind of like in my little box. And I was trying to get to the highest little place in my box. And then, like, when they didn't give me the manager position, I was so mad. And I'm like, damn, thank you, Lord, for taking me out of that freaking box.
I
right?
mean, sometimes
like,
you got to get kicked out that shit, right?
yeah, it pretty much happened like that.
You'll stay there comfortable.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
okay,
So
I
sorry.
want to, no.
Yeah.
I want to go back just a little bit.
Okay.
Because not a lot of people actually know this about me, But Johnny Jr. was born 2 months premature too.
That's right.
So you talking about the NICU
Yeah,
and
it
stuff
brings
like
up
that?
everything for you.
Oh, it really does, because a lot of people like you end up like becoming family with like the other families there and the nurses and stuff. Bro, Johnny Jr., when I held him for the first time, his head was here and his feet were here.
No
Dude,
way.
straight up.
This big old fucking
say,
dude,
bigger than Shrek.
kid, right,
Yeah.
was in my hands. Like he had, and it's all the things that you don't think of. Like they're like, okay, well, we got to give him steroids because his lungs aren't developing, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So they all this stuff starts happening at such a rapid rate. Like you don't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
And they have him in this little box. It kind of looks like a nightclub for the NICU patients, the premature kids,
incubator.
because they got a black light on that shit, bro. All it needs is.
Oh my gosh.
But he had like these, they put like bandages kind of like over their eyes. And like when I was having flashbacks as you were saying
Yeah.
it. The little IV, bro, and their hands are so small.
The monitors.
The monitors, yeah, like you just, man, me and his moms, bro, we spent like 2 months there. Which was crazy because that was like right around the time that I had first signed my record contract. I had broke my ankle. I was on a complete fucking oxy meltdown. It was a mess, dog. Those 2 months were a fucking mess. But a lot of people, like when you talk about preemies, they think, okay, they were born early and then they wait a while and then they go home. But what's interesting that a lot of people don't realize is they're born and then time just kind of stops. There's like he was there for 2 months. 2 months before we could bring him home and get him in the car seat. And there's this whole method, like they have to be able to eat first, right? So no one could feed him, which I hold on to this. The nurses couldn't feed him. His mom couldn't feed him. Guess who fed him first?
No way.
Dad pulls up
Hell yeah.
to the rescue with the bottles are like this big, bro. Fed him. I was the first one he ate with, so I had to pull up and feed him.
Oh,
and-
that's cool.
Yeah,
hold on to that.
Oh, I'm going
Don't
to.
let
I
go of
use that always. All my kids' first words were Dad, and Johnny ate first because of Dad. So yeah,
Nice.
winning. So I think
Winning.
with your experience in the NICU, you had both of them in there. So we're like they right next to each other.
So the nurses, like you said, they become extended family.
They do.
They still are.
Yeah.
I saw one of my like they were my nurses.
Like they're-
they were my
yeah,
nurses.
it's like your
I say
sisters.
that, and I actually
Yeah.
wrote something too that ended up being published. Like they were there for me.
Yep.
They held onto my babies and they saved my babies and they did what they needed to do for my babies, but they saved me.
Yeah.
You know, because they really do like help you and nurture you and love you through that. Like they are there. So
same thing with my son's mom. You know what I'm saying? She
Yeah,
was there. She was there way more than I was. I was on the road and I was out here wilding out being a fucking idiot too. Just because he ate with me first doesn't mean that I was there more of the dominant time,
Take all the
right?
credit?
Yeah, hell no. She gets all that credit. She was
yeah.
there more, and the nurses, you know, they were there to help. Because you guys need it, like the information, what's going on.
Oh, we have
and just,
no idea what's going on.
and just being like a friend.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Versus
Yeah.
the doctor that had horrible bedside manner with you. Probably
well,
have
that
thyroid
guy,
cancer.
you know,
Yeah.
that poor guy. He's probably just isn't very in touch. I don't know with
So you're
whatever.
still in contact with some of the NICU nurses.
Oh yeah.
That's
oh
dope.
yeah. Oh yeah. I saw one of them the other day, totally by accident. We were actually we were at an event.
Mm-hmm.
It was a fundraising event. And we kind of like recognized each other, but it kind of took us a second, and then we were both like,
Yeah.
we were like holding each other, and it was like this moment. I was like, "You are everything to me." It was cute. It was
That's-
very dramatic.
yeah,
It was
I mean,
like
but-
the girly wonder, like, "Ugh, I love you so much." Like it was, yeah.
It really does, though. That experience leaves you, like, you know, it's definitely traumatic.
Yeah, 89
you know?
days.
Yeah, that's a long
89 days, dude.
So how long was it before you were able to hold them?
Oh, not long.
Not long?
I held him pretty much right away. So the thing about like holding them, and I don't know I wonder what your experience was too, but you can definitely hold them, and they definitely encourage you to like have the skin to skin and like all that, but you can't be like picking them up and putting them down. You have care times, and it's actually really strict.
Yeah.
It's crazy, like because you can't disturb them. Like once they're out and they shouldn't be out, they have to like sit there and grow. It's crazy. So if you're gonna hold them, you have to pretty much like commit to sitting there and holding them for like hours, which is obviously what I would do. But yeah. So lots of holding. I think it was pretty much right away. I feel like maybe a day, But it was pretty much right away.
I want to say ours was like a while. I want to say it
Really?
was like at least 3 to 4 days.
Oh man.
He was little.
Yeah.
He was
How- do you know-
so
do you remember how
tiny.
big?
I don't. All that is.
Come on.
I guarantee you have yours
311
laid out.
and
See
312.
what I'm saying?
Hey, but he
And I had
fed him
two.
first.
fed him
I had
first.
to-
He fed him first. That's what matters.
come back to that
I know
every time.
exactly how big he was.
Just come back to that.
From the tip of my finger to this is how I
You know what's
measure it.
funny? Actually, I love that you're saying that because this is so weird. I'm really freckly, and I have like freckles on my chest and on my face and on my arms. I look like Lindsay Lohan. Literally. But
What era of Lindsay Lohan though?
Oh, the good one.
Okay, good. I was just checking. I had to make sure,
Like
right?
everything up until like I feel like Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen was like the beginning
That's
of the demise.
it was.
That was like that movie was still gold and like Leia. I still have Leia watch that movie, but like that was the beginning of the end.
Because the racing movie that what was it like Herbie? That was when it was over with. That was the. That
She was done.
It was
Damn,
it.
and that
But
was
then,
still a good movie.
She's on the upswing.
She's all right.
Shout out to.
I know she looks so good. My algorithm, you guys would die. My algorithm is just like so girly, and it's just like probably just cringe as heck. But like every other photo is like Lindsay Lohan in her new face, and I'm like, girl,
Her new
That's
face.
fucking
good for
fun.
you.
That's so.
I'm so happy for you.
You know whose new face isn't very amazing?
Ooh.
Man, Zac Efron scares the fuck out of me now.
Oh, his big jaw.
This dude
I
looks
haven't
like
seen-
fucking.
So
Okay,
weird.
we were watching the second Shrek last night. Okay, remember when Shrek turns into a
We
guy?
know where he's going with this.
Remember when Shrek turns into
Yeah.
a man?
Yep.
That is exactly what Zac Efron looks
I feel
like
like
now.
people have said that. I feel like that's a thing.
Good, because it's true. If they do a live action Shrek and he has to turn into a dude, it can't
Zac
be
is
Mike
the
Myers.
guy.
Zach has to do it. Yeah, man, I don't. The celebrity you have to look a certain way culture is fucking toxic, bruh.
Oh, yeah.
It's toxic for the females and for the dudes.
It is. It really is.
Because it's like, bruh, like just look like you, dude.
You want to know something so funny? Do you guys know who James Arthur is? This is an embarrassing story for me. Do you know
I
who James
don't.
Arthur is? I'm getting used to being someone you love.
Oh shit! You nailed it. That was a good impersonation. I would have never known until the
That's like
song.
that's his top song.
Yeah,
that
okay.
was the one.
Yeah,
It had to
yeah.
be that one. So you know.
Yes.
Okay. Mainstream guy. I watched that guy come up on. I was gonna say American Idol, but it was not American Idol. It was X Factor.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Like I'm like that girl. I used to watch the X
X
Factor,
Factor.
and now I don't watch any of it. But I used to watch American Idol like every week with my grandma, like on the dot.
Them first few
every
seasons
week.
were really good.
They were so good.
They
They're
were.
still probably okay, but like
Is
now
it still on?
American Idol, yeah.
Wow.
They have like new judges. It was like Katy Perry for a while.
Oh, okay, I
They try to
remember
like
that.
bring it
Yeah.
back with like an exciting new judge, and I think it might be Carrie Underwood now. And if it's Carrie Underwood, I'll probably watch it again.
If Simon Cowell isn't there cooking people, I'm probably not gonna show up for it.
I know, no kidding.
We
like,
need dude
really.
to be like, listen,
Yeah.
you're fucking awful, bruh. Go jump off.
Right.
That was the
Yeah.
worst thing I've ever heard. in
I
my
hate
life.
you. Your
And
face
then-
is fucked. You look like Zac Efron, dog. Get out of here.
And then he had a kid and turned all nice on the show.
Oh yeah, and then people hated him.
People hated him
But
for
so
then,
that
funny.
shit.
talking about that, man, we're sliding into Metote Hour again here, Lenworth. That man had plastic surgery too, though, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I
he
seen a
looks
picture of him. He looked
bad.
crazy.
He looks bad.
Man's like eyebrows are like up here and shit. Like, just
Yeah.
Hey, look,
It's
maybe
like Botox.
maybe it's because I've come so close to death so many times, and I was supposed to check out so many years ago. I feel like getting older for me is a fucking privilege.
Yeah.
I'm proud of it.
I like that.
I'm proud of all 4, yes, I counted them, 4 gray hairs in my beard.
Okay.
Right? There's 4 of them. I'm going to name them.
These
There's
days-
one in my mustache now.
These days
That
are
fool
coming.
wildin'. Leonard's all, these days are coming. I'm
Yes,
not going
sir.
I love
to
that.
I'm not going to dye him, though.
Great.
I'm not going to dye him.
No, don't.
No. I'm not going to be that dude, right? No. Because, I mean, we all seen the celebrities during COVID when they didn't dye their hair.
Oh yeah.
It's like, damn, what the fuck?
Lying,
That ain't
though.
Kevin Hart. Who the fuck are you, dude? You got a full head of gray hair. What the fuck's happening? Bro, we know Tom Cruise ain't got a full head of fucking black hair anymore,
No,
dog.
it can't
That
be.
fool like 78 years old.
78 years
But
old.
still doing all of his own stunts.
about to say.
Okay,
Yeah.
we
Speaking of-
skewed. Back to
I
your
know,
embarrassing
the
story.
rabbit trails. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay, my embarrassing story. Okay, yeah. So James Arthur, love that guy. I love him.
Uh-huh.
I listen to him all the time. I love his music. His new album cover.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it wasn't new at the time. This was like probably 6 months ago, give or take. I'm making that up. But like, his new album cover is like his face, and he's kind of in this weird pose, and he just looks really made over. Like,
Really?
okay, he was kind of, this is like kind of mean, but like he was always like kind of the ugly duckling
Uh-huh.
of the season. But his voice is phenomenal, and I loved him. He's like redheaded, like bad teeth, ugly duckling guy. But with but with the X Factor, that's like part of the fun, right? Like you get this guy who's like and like doesn't look very attractive,
not marketable from the looks.
No,
Yes,
that's what's so wrong. Is that it's exactly that, not marketable from the looks. But then he freaking sings like an angel. I don't even think he won. Did he win? Oh, I feel dumb that I don't remember if he won or not. But whatever, he won me.
Yeah,
and he won everybody. He won like America, right? He's like probably. I mean, whoever did win, if they did win,
you forgot about him.
You forgot about him, and that's actually what happens a lot of the time. So anyway, I posted, because I always post about like music that I like, and I posted like the album cover, and I was like, "Dear James," and I was like, I just said this funny like half a paragraph, and I just was like, I love you, but like, man, I wish you wouldn't have let Hollywood do this to you, like, and it was funny, it was very lighthearted, and it was comical, and it was like, "Dear James, you're the best, but like you look fucking horrible. Like, you look horrible."
Shouldn't have done it.
And I tagged him, and he saw it.
Oh,
and
shit.
I was like, "Damn, I'm not that girl." Like, I didn't mean to be like bullying him, because I kind of was. And I was
fuck
like,
you.
I literally was like, "I'm so not that girl." But like, it was funny. It was funny, and it was like, I was complimenting him.
Did
I
he
was like,
just
"James,
see
I
it?
loved you before.
Go back to your
I loved you
roots."
before. Yeah.
Did he see it or did he respond
Dude, he
to it?
responded to
Oh, hell no.
What did he say?
What was
Nothing
it?
really. He literally responded, and he was like, "Okay."
Damn. He probably
so bad.
He's probably now stalking your social media. Like,
Waiting for a bad picture.
You know what's funny?
Give me a
though?
bad pic so I can roast you.
He's like, "This bitch."
Oh yeah, oh yeah. They didn't airbrush shit. I went to the same guide Zac Efron went to.
Oh my gosh, literally. Well, he's like full of filler. And I have filler. I have my lips done. I have a little bit of Botox, which is like faded. I need more, but I'm here for it. Like, especially for like whatever you want to do, we want to do. Like, I didn't have any lips, and I have lips, and I like that. But with James,
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's interesting for me. Like, I don't know.
I share
like,
all my secrets. They're all out.
and they say nothing wrong with that. See, I like that
All of
shit.
them.
That's the type of influence that is important.
Yeah.
Because in the realm that we're in,
Yeah.
people are on some fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Fillers, fucking filters. So
Filters
to
are
see,
so bad now.
everybody, it's like
They're
you meet a
so
person in
bad.
real life. It's like, who the fuck are
Yeah,
you?
Yeah.
you don't look nothing like
Yo,
this.
yo,
Photo.
what the
Yeah.
fuck are you
That's
doing?
literally
Who the
my
fuck are
worst
you?
fear
Yeah.
ever.
But
like,
I think
if I had a worst
it's
fear, that's
important, especially for like little girls that pay attention to your content, right?
yeah.
Because
Abso-freaking-lutely.
it's interesting because I'm thinking as you're saying this, for me, it's never been odd for a woman to dye her hair, to like, Botox and plastic surgery and stuff like that. I think there's way too far that you can
Absolutely.
go, right?
Yeah.
But it's never been like odd to me.
Yeah.
When a dude does it, I don't know what it is
Why is
about
that so
me.
unfair? Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? If Jay showed up with some like new lips, I would roast this man
Oh man,
to oblivion.
what you doing with them lips, Jay?
Seriously.
See, if I showed up
What's
with
them lips
lips,
for,
it's an
Jay?
issue. But a fuck bot is tolerable. What the fuck kind
It
of shit
is,
is
dog.
that?
Listen,
Double standard.
I don't make the rules. I just follow them, Jason. Okay? Listen, if Leonard pulled up and he dyed his beard, it would be a whole episode of us roasting this man's dyed beard. I want to be able to look at you, dog. look at my new beard,
Jet
dog.
black. My shit's
This
gonna be
fool-
jet black.
He'll look like
Gerald
Fat
Levert.
He'll look like Fat Joe with his spray on
Yeah, I was
fucking
about to say, it's
edged
not
up
even-
beard.
it's not
and
even
Get
shit.
the
gonna match the
Beijing,
rest.
all that.
It's just,
All of it.
I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know why I feel that way.
There is
And
like a
it might be
total-
wrong to feel that way.
It probably is.
Probably is.
It probably
don't,
is, but you're
don't
not
cancel
wrong.
me, fuckers. I'm just being honest. All right? It's just
I
more
agree, though.
odd for me to see like a dude with a bunch of plastics, like Mickey Rourke, right?
Oh yeah.
That man looks like, I don't know, bro, like melted plastic or something. I wouldn't even be able to look at myself.
His face looks like he just got in a fight.
It really
all the
does,
time.
constantly.
It's crazy.
Imagine shrooming after you get like plastic surgery like that as a dude and it's like
no.
bad. I wouldn't even be able to look at myself ever. I would stay away from a bathroom, dog. But, I feel like it's a little more important for like women in your position as influencers and content creators to be transparent like that
yeah.
with the little girls that follow you guys because there's so much like visual pressure
Yeah.
on you guys as women.
And it's so much worse now.
Oh yeah, because
much
of
worse now.
fucking social media.
Ha.
the devil.
Yes, no, like literally. And I know so many people who are like, social media is so bad. And I'm like, you're not wrong. But social media is really good and really bad. And I really believe that social media is exactly what you make it.
I couldn't agree more.
Everybody like it's and it's kind of like goes along with what you're saying. Like I feel like a responsibility.
Yeah.
Honestly, like a responsibility to be that example as much as I can. But yeah, it's tough.
I think
and we're all trying to but we want to be but I want to be pretty, right? Like I want to be the prettiest I could be, but then like I don't know. It's like I was just saying. I think before we started rolling, like I have to ground myself, and I post bloopers all the time.
I think that I really honestly I love that you do that.
Yeah, I honestly like I feel like I have to. Especially because I find myself getting in these weird, like, I go through phases, like we all go through phases, but like I'll be on my feed, like my main feed, just like messing around with like my best friend Nicole. We'll be like dyeing our hair in the bathroom and we look so stupid. And I'm just like, it's all good, it's fine, like this is real life. Like we were like peeing in our pants from laughing so hard one time, like in Sally's at like 8:00, and our hair was like matching because we had both bleached our hair. And this is still in my highlights, by the way. I think it's my shenanigans highlight. But I'm like I had like thrown my head over because I was laughing. I was like practically on the ground, like, and I kept saying like, I'm gonna pee in my pants. I'm gonna pee in my pants. And I look so bad in that clip, like so bad. And I'm just like, that's gotta go on there.
Yeah.
That's gotta go on there. But then I go through weird phases where I'm like, oh, I did this shoot and it made me feel really good. And like, why do I don't want to feel like anything less than that. Like I look really good in those photos. And then I get like, and then I don't like that. And then I have to come back down and I have to post some bad stuff.
I think that's very important.
Yeah.
Because the way, like, that shit can get to your head.
Yep.
I mean, it really can.
I know.
Like, you gotta ground yourself.
Yeah.
And for me, it's important too. Like, I post shit intentionally to motivate people that pay attention to me in a direction that I wish I had somebody to like point me in.
Yeah.
A lot of times when people are like, man, that's just motivational. 9 times out of 10, I'm talking to my fucking ass.
Oh, totally.
9 times out of 10, that's what I need to say to myself. Right?
Totally.
So like if it's kind of like passing the torch. It's like, okay, you're paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm going to be vulnerable and real. Give you guys my beard oil recipe. I'm going to be honest.
So vulnerable.
Yeah. So vulnerable. I need an award for that shit. But if you're authentic and like you're not worried about the filters and you're not worried about like over editing stuff, I go back to COVID for this. And I've said this multiple times on the podcast. It ripped away that veil.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see that shit anymore.
Right.
That prettied up, doctored
it's
shit.
So true.
That everybody's like, nah, that the celebrity culture that we were force fed as kids is gone.
Oh my gosh, yeah. All the body shaming and everything.
It's all gone. Right?
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Like the tabloids that were coming out back then about even like Britney and
Oh,
Christina, like everybody, you know,
there's
Mariah.
a reason Britney shaved her head and was trying to hit people with an umbrella. She like I'm saying.
Britney alone.
Yeah, I'm saying like there's a reason. Like Hollywood and I agree. Social media is a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Right? There's really, really, really highs and there's extreme highs and extreme lows on social media. But it was the same way with celebrity culture before that existed, right? You see a lot of celebrities out here fucking losing their shit.
Yeah.
Because of the pressure that is put on them as like these standards and people are paying attention to them. And listen, maybe it's not maybe. It is what you ask for in that position.
It is.
Okay? It's just, it comes with the territory.
Yep.
You get extreme highs, extreme lows.
Yeah, and I feel like social media gave us access to that. When we didn't, like, sometimes I make jokes and I feel like I have not all, but I have a lot of the negatives that come with, like, what being an actual celebrity must feel like, but, like, none of the positives. I'm not filthy rich.
Yeah.
I'm not in movies, or I'm not, like, doing X, Y, or Z. Like, but I still have stalkers. I still have like, you know, like I still like it's just like I still have the pressure. Like we're talking about, like for the little girls, like I still have all that pressure because I have a platform, but it's not like huge.
But still,
but it's like it gives us access to like being an actual celebrity. But like mostly, I feel like some of the negatives without any of the positives.
It's very true because I feel like, you know, when with the celebrities we grew up with, we didn't really have access to them. Right. We could sit around and talk shit about them from a far distance.
Yeah.
We can't get on our page and post their horrible album cover and say, fuck you, dude. This is fucking awful.
Wrong.
Your face is awful.
Your face looks bad.
Right?
Oh,
So like
James, I'm so sorry, but she's gonna watch this podcast.
he's like, oh, she's really nice. I don't need to be stalking her anymore.
Right.
But I
Call
agree
off
with
the
you.
goons.
There is a lot of
I loved you before. That's the point.
the negative because people have access to us a little easier, right? They can walk into your comments section and just completely shit on the floor, right? Or go into your DMs and just wow the fuck out.
Yeah.
And feel comfortable doing it from the safe space of their fucking mom's basement.
Yeah.
Sitting in their fucking underwear, picking their boogers and flicking them. Yeah, I'm fucking talking to you, user 53678. From a fake profile picture. I know it's fucking Lin words. Bust, damn, this kid tracked my IP address.
Straight face.
Tracked my IP.
And he's like, oh shit.
But they're busted. Shit. He had
found
that
out
reverse
that one.
IP lookup.
Right.
Damn it, I knew he was going to catch on to my shit.
That's funny as fuck, bro.
But it gives them access. And you know, and I've said this again a bunch of times. I don't know what it is about the negative of things.
Yeah.
Because for the most part, everything I like receive from the people that support what I do is so much positivity.
Me too.
So much so that like it almost doesn't even feel like real. Like I have a problem like accepting I have a problem, guys, accepting the positive comment. I sound like I'm crying, but I'm not. It's serious. Like I have a problem sometimes accepting or believing the positive stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
And it'll be 99.9% all positive. Like the greatest messages ever. And then the fucking fuckhead user 39567 is like, yeah, your teeth are fucked up and you got a gray hair in your mustache, you little bitch.
Oh
and
my
it's like,
gosh.
damn, my teeth are fucked up and I got a gray hair in my
My
mustache.
teeth are fucked up.
I hate this shit. Fuck you, dude. All those other
literally.
comments just go out the window.
One insecurity, like you're like, damn.
Right out the
that
window.
was it. Yeah.
Fuck all them other, like, yeah, no, he's right. All them are wrong. This
Yep.
guy's right.
Exactly.
Fuck this guy.
Exactly.
It's a weird dynamic.
It is weird.
And a lot of times, like, I used to leave them around, right? I'm like, I'm gonna just destroy you with success, right? I'm gonna make you watch this shit. Make all the negative comments. I don't give a shit, bitch. Make them. Watch me win. But then
Thanks
I
for the
started
comment.
thinking, right? Then I started thinking, because there's a lot of people that like go into my comment section and like talk with each other, and they're there for like knowledge, to laugh, to find maybe a little bit inspiration, to get away for a while, right? They don't need that type of shit entering their matrix, right? And I thought about it from like I can't remember who it was. I don't know who said it, but I'm gonna steal it and I'm gonna use it like it was mine. All great artists do anyways.
Right.
If it was real life, right? Would you let someone continuously come into your house and take a shit on the floor and then just leave? Or would you lock the door and not let those motherfuckers in anymore?
Stay out. Yeah.
Stay out. There has to come a point when you lock the door and not continue to let them shit on your floor.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of right there now,
Do
right?
you block people or do you just like?
Very, very rarely.
Okay.
Okay, I have. And it's when they're continuously taking a
Yeah.
shit on my floor. or coming at someone that's in the comments too. Like, that I don't need, there's enough negativity out in this motherfucker, right? And I do understand that the algorithm tends to reward negative shit.
Yeah, because it's entertaining.
Entertaining.
It's
We all sit there and
annoying.
watch it. People
Yeah.
love watching a crash out.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm here for. I'm really not. Because I'm not interested in those vanity metrics. And again, I've said this a bunch of times, but I don't give a fuck. It's the truth.
Yeah.
That's where you get lost in the sauce. That's where you said it, you're like, oh, she's so beautiful. These are the perfect pictures. I love that. And you're like, damn, I just got to stay here.
Yeah.
I want to feel like this forever. And you wake up the next morning and fucking you got lagañas in your eyes. my underwear, I need to change that shit because I haven't bought a new pair in like fucking like a year. You know what I'm saying? There's like a hole on the side here. Like that's the real shit though.
Yeah.
If you don't allow yourself to be authentically you and you chase those vanity metrics, you're gonna get lost in the sauce.
And
completely.
then you lose it, and then you lose it.
Because then what happens if the algorithm shifts next week and the vanity metrics you were receiving start to plummet and you go from this many views to this many views and you're basing how you feel about yourself on that metric,
Yeah.
buddy,
you're
you ain't
done.
gonna feel too good.
Yeah.
Better call up a therapist because you're gonna probably need it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I want to go back.
I know. Sorry.
We veered. No, this is the exact type
I'm
of conversation
like a rabbit
I want.
trail lady.
The conversations on the podcast, I always want to feel authentic.
I like
and
that.
listen, I'm not fucking Barbara Walters. I did
You're
not.
back to
I'm
the
not a
point.
fucking journalist.
Yeah.
I don't want to be. I'm just a dude with the mic, chilling, right?
Being authentic.
Yes.
Being
So
so,
let's
authentic.
Double back to the serious stuff that we
Yeah.
just kind of skewed over a little
Yep.
bit. So 6 months, you get diagnosed with thyroid cancer.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Yeah.
terrifying.
No symptoms.
What
Yeah.
what was the treatments like? Like what was the next step after that?
I had a total thyroidectomy, so I have no thyroid. I have a pretty little scar. Some people are like, you can't even see it, but I think you can.
They cut
Right
you
here.
open here? Yeah. Fuck.
And it was like fiery red for like a year. You know how like when you have a fresh scar, not to mention like a deep
Oh,
scar.
and then on your neck.
on my neck.
That's a different kind of
People
skin
would
right
literally be like, hi.
Like, oh shit.
And I'm like, that's fine. That's totally fine. It's totally fine. And then, you know, that was at the time when I was working retail. And so it's like when you work retail, you have like the same interactions with people like 47,000 times a day. And they don't know. They're just,
It's their first one.
it's their first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're like, I've been here for 8 hours and like 7 people have already said that to me, but thank you
Yeah.
so much. Or like, yeah, it's just a scar, like whatever. But yeah, so I had a total thyroidectomy. And then I had to follow up with internal radiation. So you have like radiation where you like radiate outside, and
Yeah.
then you have internal radiation. And so you have to like, so I had to basically swallow a pill of radiation. And it's actually crazy. Like they bring it out in this big, like dramatic metal box, and it's like biohazard. And then you open it up and it's like, I'm just kidding.
One pill.
It's not, no, it's not that crazy, but it feels like that because it
Yeah.
really is like, it's like biohazard, don't get near this box. Like,
you're about
this
to eat
is
it.
And they're like-
horrible. Yeah, and then they pull out these tweezers that are like this long and they're all suited up and they're like, here, eat or swallow that.
Yeah, swallow this.
And
It's
you're like,
biohazard.
okay. And
Yikes.
yeah, you don't even actually touch it with your hands. They put it in like a little thing and then you just take the pill.
One of them little
Do you
like
actually
pill.
feel it like moving inside?
No.
No, you don't.
Nah, it just feels like swallowing a pill.
Gotcha.
It's just a normal looking pill.
What were
It's-
the effects though afterwards?
So it, I had to go on this crazy diet too to like prep for it, which honestly was, I hate to say, kind of the worst part because I love to eat.
I mean, you're New Mexican.
Yeah,
It's a part of our
I love to
culture.
eat. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so it, and I'm always really careful about the way that I talk about my own thyroid cancer because I do have a community of thyroid cancer survivors who follow me and who I follow and who I've been engaging with for years and years. And I don't ever want to put it down or say that it wasn't that big of a deal or say, you know, anything that would make it I don't know, like everybody's feelings are valid, I
sure.
guess. Like and it was a big deal. It was thyroid cancer.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
to me, I always kind of say like if I had been diagnosed with like thyroid hubuliosis, I would have been like, oh, okay, that sucks. But like it's all good. But it's the C word.
Oh yeah.
It was the cancer word that made me freak out. And I genuinely feel like my emotional journey was way deeper than like my physical journey. I mean, nobody wants to have, you know,
Yeah.
a part of their body taken out. Like
No.
nobody wants to have their thyroid taken out. Nobody wants to have surgery or have to swallow a pill and stay away from everybody for 7 days. So I did quarantine before quarantine was cool.
Oh shit! So you were ready for COVID?
So, I was
This
like,
ain't
really,
shit.
we're doing this again?
I had to wash my hands a million times at the NICU, and I
Oh my
already
gosh,
did quarantine. So you're
well,
ready.
and it's crazy because, like with the radiation, like you can't even like eat off of a fork and then like wash that fork and use it again. Like
That's
it's
crazy.
crazy. The prep, like I actually bought clothes because if you wear clothes and like your sweat and your body fluid, like everything is like radioactive. And you
That's
cannot be
wild.
around anybody for a minimum or like 7 days. And so thank the Lord, like you have to find somewhere to go. Like, I mean, it was crazy. So my aunt at the time, she had a casita that I ended up being able to stay in. So it was like a huge blessing. I'm like, where do people go? Like, what do you do? Like, do you just lock your bedroom door? And I guess that is actually what people do. Like, but with kids, like, and they don't get it.
No.
They're like, mom's in her room still.
Yeah.
And so that would have been tough. And the babies were babies. They were babies, dude.
You
They
had
were
just
babies.
got them home. That's fucking terrifying.
It was horrible. And I can't remember if I was still breastfeeding at the time. I don't think I was, but I can't remember. But yeah, like I was literally a new mom to twins. And so yeah, coming home, was insane.
How long was the recovery? Like how long did you have to take the
So,
radiation?
It depends on your definition of recovery. So, okay, I always say that the worst part of my entire thyroid cancer journey was getting used to my life without a thyroid.
Really?
Yeah, surgery was like, cool, I had surgery and I can't talk right now and I'm whispering, but it's all good and then I'm better. Radiation sucked and that was like a whole journey on, all the things. But life without a thyroid is definitely the hardest part. Like I'm on a medication called levothyroxine. It's like a thyroid replacement drug. I have to take it forever. If I stop taking it, I'll die eventually. I think like your kidneys shut down first,
Really?
and you die. Yeah. So if we go into the apocalypse,
One of them.
the apocalypse, I will be like the bitch that we're racing to the drugstore for.
Load
The
up
one
on
that
it.
Everybody dies, right? Like on the way to the freaking Walgreens when, shit goes down. But, so I used to wake up for the first year and I can't even, it's hard to even describe. Like I would wake up and just cry because it was time to wake up.
Fuck.
Like I was so tired, like a deep, indescribable, just I can't keep going. Like I was so tired. And so they adjust your meds and they say I had a wonderful lady that I worked with at the time, and she had thyroid cancer 25 years before or
So
whatever.
she understood a little
and
more.
so she, oh my gosh, I always called her my little angel. So we worked at Marshall's together and she was the sweetest lady. And she was like, oh honey, you'll be fine. And this and that and XYZ. And I'll never forget it. She told me, don't expect to feel normal for about 4 years.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was 4 freaking years. It was 4 years, almost on the dot. And sometimes even now, if I don't take my, thyroid medication for a couple days, or if I miss 3 pills in a month or something like that, I'll be like, whoa, a little bit. But
Fuck.
yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So I always say that's the hardest part for me personally. But here's the big transition. Almost a year to the freaking day that I was diagnosed. 1 year later, Lincoln was diagnosed. So Lincoln, my middle baby, I always call him my middle child out of 4 because I have twins. So he's the middle kid, but there's 4 of them. He was diagnosed with leukemia.
Oh, wow.
So it was 2018, I had the twins. 2019, I was diagnosed, and 2020, Lincoln was diagnosed.
Holy
So I'm like,
shit.
are we done?
Seriously,
Lord? Can
what
we
the
be
hell?
done? And knock on wood, everybody's fine. It's all good. I try to lead with that. Lincoln went through 2.5 years of intensive treatment, and so this is where what I said earlier about I don't ever want to put anybody down or say, oh, thyroid cancer is not a big deal. I would never say that. And I would never even say that I would never mean that because it was a journey and it was really hard. But what I watched my son go through
Different level.
was a different level. It was a different planet. It was not even comparable in the slightest. And I remember when I was going through my stuff, like I said, it was mostly emotional, and I was like, because the word cancer. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to have chemo or whatever was like my assumption, which I didn't. But like as a woman, I was like, I'm gonna lose my hair, like and you know, it sounds stupid and dramatic, but that's like a real thing. I was like, I'm going to lose my hair. That's like the worst thing that could ever happen. Like, I would rather die of cancer than to lose my hair.
Yeah.
And I'm kidding, but I'm not. Like, it's just
that's what you were
thinking.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, that's where your mind went straight to.
Yeah. As a woman, vanity, dude. Like, and I try not to be there, like we've said, but like, I was like, I would rather die than be ugly. Not that it's ugly, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I would have felt that way. So Lincoln just... the whole 9 yards, everything he had. The first 6 months were the hardest part for sure. We like lived in the hospital. So like I always make jokes. I'm like Presbyterian downtown. Those are my peeps. Like
those are mine too.
My thyroid cancer treatment, like Lincoln's treatment, the twins. I've had a baby at every hospital.
I was born there. I was born.
Were you really?
Oh yeah.
I had the twins at Press.
Yeah.
So I had Leia at Loveless Women's. I had Lincoln at Rust in Rio Rancho, and I had the twins.
Oh shit!
Downtown. Are there any more hospitals? So I've had a baby.
There might be, but they got the Pres Nows. Can you imagine? Gave birth at the Presbyterian now. They got me in right away. I was in and out.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my gosh, yeah. No.
So we were both at the same NICU over here then.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's where Johnny was.
Yeah.
All my kids.
And the NICU
Presbyterian.
nurses, dude, they used to break rules for me all the time. Like
they
were the Oh, that's what I was gonna say. You were asking if the twins were together.
Yeah.
No.
They had them apart.
They had them apart.
Damn, so you had to run back and forth. And the NICU is pretty big.
It's huge.
It's pretty massive.
It's actually
There's
huge.
like a couple rooms too. Like, and then when you come
separate,
in, it's like seriously, like they have these doors and it's like wash your fucking
Oh my
hands.
gosh, there's like the bucket.
Huge.
Yeah, we have to wash your hands.
And multiple times, in and out. You can't bring, and then you got to like dress up.
And
like,
then COVID changed that forever.
And
Like
see,
you can't even go in there.
So I'm glad Johnny was way before that shit.
Me too.
Way before
we were
that
right
shit.
before
Right
2018.
Before.
Yeah.
That I just, as a parent, you touched on like one of my biggest fears. I really don't give a shit like what happens to me, like physically.
Yeah.
But seeing your children go through something like when they're sick, you know, and you just feel helpless. I don't even or couldn't even imagine what it feels like to be on that scale.
Yeah.
That's just terrifying to me.
And there's nothing like it. Like it's the ultimate powerless feeling. And
can't even imagine.
Yeah, like I mean, I basically just laid there with him for 2 years. Honestly, like that's kind of what happened, and so that kind of like all ties in, right? Like that's what happened with social media. Like so with the twins, I was kind of just like updating people and like blogging, but like whatever. Here's what's happening. Praise the Lord. Yay. Like, thank you for praying. Like, cause it was weird for me when people were commenting, like, we're praying for Levi. I was like, what?
Who are you?
But it was like, it was so different. Like the social media, like it was so different because it wasn't like, love your outfit. It was like, I live in Utah. This is my connection. I know so-and-so, and I'm praying for Levi. That was deep shit. Like, it wasn't like shallow stuff. Like,
it was stuff that actually affected you emotionally.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, that's powerful, right?
Yeah.
Like, it was super powerful. And so yeah, like the twins started it, and then with my thyroid cancer diagnosis, I was like, this is super weird and this is different. Like, and I went through a real phase where I was like, do I share this or do I not share this? Like, is this going to be private to me and I'm just going to go through this by myself, or am I going to post this? Because I kind of had a platform, like a little baby one, but it was a big deal to me. I mean, it was like, it's been a big deal to me the whole time. It still is, but I've probably had like 3,000 or 5,000 followers, something like that. I'm totally making that up. I don't know how many I had, but that's my guess.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I mean, I really went through the decision process, but I decided, okay, I'm going to post that this is what's going on. And then it was just like, it was just like a huge blessing, because I had like, people were like flooding in with like, I just got diagnosed and it's going to be fine. Or I had thyroid, just like my little angel at Marshall's. Like she, you know, people like her, but like times 1,000 on the internet, everybody's like, you should do this, or, you know, it was kind of overwhelming, but like in the best way. And so now it's kind of come full circle where like I'm getting those DMs now. Like, hey, I just got diagnosed with thyroid cancer. Like, I'm kind of freaking out. And I'm like, hey, dude, you're going to be fine.
They're
like,
looking
let me
at
tell
you
you.
because
Like,
you put your story out there so transparent.
Yeah. And so we have like this beautiful circle, right? Like, and so that's kind of how that evolved into that. And then, and then with Lincoln, I was just like, I kind of felt like I was already in that space.
Yeah.
And it was just so freaking unbelievable. Like, it was so freaking unbelievable.
Well,
like,
I bet. I mean,
my
you were
life
already going
sounds-
through crazy shit, and then
Yeah.
on top, like
Yeah.
like you were probably saying to yourself, "There's no way this can get any worse."
No, literally, the twins. I was like, this is the worst thing that could have ever happened to me. And then my diagnosis, I was like, oh, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
And
And
then
then
the
with
universe was
Lincoln,
like, hold my
I just
beer.
was like,
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
this is crazy. Like,
that's
my life sounds
fucking
made
scary.
up. It sounds made up. Like, it's crazy. And yeah, so with Lincoln, I got way too comfortable crying on the internet for a long time. And that's cringy, right? Like, that's so cringy. Oh my gosh. Like the Selena Gomez video that's going around
my
right now.
God.
Like, oh my gosh, that's the cringiest thing ever.
Yeah,
But
that
with-
one's pretty bad though.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah.
But for me, I was just like, what do I do? Like, and I had these people like who were in my corner, and I had same thing as the NICU. I had people going, what the hell's going on? And I told my friend, and my church is praying for you, and my who's he, what's it? Everybody wants to know. And so I kind of just like rolled with what I'd been doing the whole time. It's like so weird. It's like this whole time I've just been kind of like rolling into this social media space, but like because of all this crazy shit that's happened to me. So it was like with Lincoln, like there's this one video that I think I have like deep in my highlights. Like I have a lot of stuff that's like still relevant to me, like kind of in there, and then I have random stuff that I wish wasn't on there. I should clean that up. I'll clean that up before this goes live.
You got a few days. You got a few days.
Yeah, I'll go
Thursday.
and I'll be like, "Ugh," just make sure there's nothing crazy in there. But yeah, I there's this one video that I remember distinctly. I was like in a drive-through, so random. Like I was literally, I think I was in the Popeyes drive-through on Coors. It was when the chicken sandwiches were super popular.
When they were
so
they were
Are they
so
still
good
popular?
though. I have no idea because the last time I went to Popeyes, it was fucking absolutely atrocious.
Oh no!
So disgusting. The one on San Mateo, they were fucking mopping some sewage up that shit. It was a fucking nightmare.
Oh, I loved
and
it.
they fucked up my chicken Hey, I got home and I was like, I ain't never going to Popeyes ever again.
No.
Because that chicken sandwich literally carried me through COVID, bro.
Oh
It's one
my
of the
gosh.
one things I could look
It was
forward
right
to.
across the street from
Yeah.
Marshall's.
Yeah, it
So
was-
I would literally eat Popeyes every single
Fire.
day. Like I would leave Marshall's and eat Popeyes and come back and just be like so happy with my chicken sandwich. Oh my gosh. So yeah, so it was there. So I was in the Popeyes drive-thru.
Getting the chicken sandwich.
Shout out, not.
This guy, we ain't never getting an endorsement from them ever
Yeah.
again. So much for that shit.
Oops.
Louisiana
It's okay,
Kitchen,
because
they
now we have
sponsoring
Cane's.
shit.
Now we have Cane's
There
and we
go.
have Blake's.
And they actually sponsor people.
Don't
Shout
really?
out to Cane's, but
I'm waiting.
major shout out to Blake's. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Balakis.
Balakis. Okay, okay, that's a whole nother conversation.
Yes.
So I was in the drive-thru, and that's just like I guess like how like raw it was because it was literally like on my lunch break just thinking, and I'm trying to update people, and a lot of times it was funny because like a lot of times I would start the video off totally fine, and I'd be like, hey guys,
And you'd lose it.
and I'd lose it, and then I'm like, shit, I can't like re-record this. I can't re-record
No,
this.
then it wouldn't be authentic.
Then it wouldn't be
Like,
authentic.
damn, I gotta cry again.
Right?
I gotta Selena Gomez it real
right?
quick.
Or I have to not cry, and then I'm making people feel like shit because they're crying.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so
why are you not crying?
So I just
What's wrong?
I just was kind of like whatever, and I would start the video off being like, "Hey, this is where we're at," and I was still working. And it was crazy because like, dude, once your kid's diagnosed with cancer, like you get bumped into a whole new category, and the people at press were like, "Quit your job." Quit your freaking job. And I was like, no, you don't understand. This is it. I was like, I love my job. I'm so loyal. Like, I'm going to be manager. You don't even know. And it's so funny because, like, if anybody from that part of my life were to watch this episode, they'd laugh so hard because I really did. Like, I really was like, no, I'm going to be the manager of this place.
Hey.
Like, you don't understand. And I would tell them, like, I can't quit my job.
Universe
Biggest
had
regret of my
different-
life.
Universe had different plans.
Biggest regret of my life. Like, I wish I would have quit my freaking job. But yeah, so I was kind of just trying to update people, and I would just say, hey, this is, you know, what's going on, whatever. But then, like, I would kind of be real. Like, I was being real, and there's this video where I was doing that, And I was kind of trying to update, and I was being real, and I kind of just said, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't really know if I should be posting him or if I shouldn't be posting him. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now, but I am fucking lost.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what to do. And like, you know, I'm just trying to kind of like cope and like get through this. And I really love this community so much. The freaking messages that I would get, dude, they were this long in a text. And it was just like nothing but kindness. Like, people cared. People really cared. And I just was like, how? And then I'm just supposed to like leave you hanging. But like in the video, I said specifically at one point, like, it's easier for me to post when he's feeling better. But then it gets really, really hard to post when he's laying in bed all day, not moving and not talking. Like, his entire personality was gone for a very long time. After the first like year is when it trickled back. And now he's the biggest pain in my ass in the world. I'm literally like, praise the Lord for your stupid ass.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh. You know, when they go through the phases, he's 8, he's about to be 9.
That's a good
age. He's going
age.
through the phases where he's just like making the dumbest faces at me to just be funny. And I'm like, you're so annoying.
Hey.
Like,
Just wait till he hits you with the skibbity toilet, mom. It's coming.
dude,
I'm telling he's going to watch this episode. He's going to be like, how do you not know that,
he's like,
mom?
that's the coolest
That's
thing
the
I've
coolest
ever.
shit ever. He's going to be like, that Johnny dude is
He's
plugged
gonna be
in.
like, the aura around that.
Yeah.
Shit. I'm gonna be like,
Johnny's aura just went up 20 points. Buddy's plugged in.
That's great.
You know what? Honestly, it's what I'm kind of like taking away from what you're saying as I'm listening to you. Like, you talked about, you know, the good and the bad of social media, right?
Yeah.
That has to be a really good part of it. And, you know,
Yeah.
say what
Oh
you
my
want to
gosh,
say. It has the ability to build communities of people that experience things
Yeah.
that might not feel comfortable talking about it face to face. Because
Oh my gosh,
it
yeah.
adds a barrier, right? It's
my
easier
gosh, yeah.
sometimes to text somebody feelings than it is to look at them and say, Len words, stop fucking commenting as user 3956. It's pissing me off.
Yeah.
So it's easier to text it, right?
dude,
We might
people
yell.
get in my DMs and they tell me their whole life story.
See,
And that's just like,
you were so transparent,
Yeah.
though, right?
Yeah.
So in a way, so again, I know how we both feel about the word influencer.
it's okay.
But,
It is what it is.
But you've influenced people to be more open and talk about something that they probably wouldn't, right?
Yeah, or they go through by themselves.
Because they feel alone.
Yeah.
It's when you go through some fucked up shit, it's really easy to feel like you're the only person that's ever like gone through it, right?
Absolutely.
And social media, if you are authentic and you are transparent to a certain extent, right? I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that you didn't post that you wouldn't have, like I'm
plenty,
sure.
yeah.
But transparent to an extent, and you've built a community around that. Like, it wasn't like you were just coming in and being like, oh, hey, yep, this is what I'm going to do on social media now. You had slowly established a
Yeah.
community of being transparent through you having your kids in the NICU, you getting cancer, and then now
Yeah.
leading to your sons. Like, I feel like what you did was you established a solid community of people that were there to look out for you.
Yeah.
And probably now feel like they can express to you like things that they wouldn't say to anybody.
Yeah.
Because they're like, well, shit, if she was crying in the Popeyes drive-thru,
Yeah.
shit, I'm gonna tell her my
I'll eat
deepest,
my
darkest.
sandwich after like,
Yeah. They should have sponsored you. That's fucked up. Popeyes, you guys are fucking up. So I mean, that's the thing with it. Like, it really is up to the energy that you put out there.
Yeah.
Right? We
Yeah.
see all these people, influencers. We've talked about it before. Homie, what was his name? Dom Boonk Gang. Homie that would just run in and steal shit. He'd go get a haircut and he would dip out and his views were through the roof. Like, he would like, and then he
I
started
don't know
getting,
who that
oh
is.
man, yeah.
Thank the Lord.
Go back. This was like the beginning of like crazy influencer stuff. I
Oh,
want to say
okay.
probably like 2015.
oh, okay.
He would go get a haircut and he'd sit there and then he'd just fucking run away. He'd take off. He would like try on jewelry
Stupid.
and he'd just dip, right?
Literally stupid.
Doing wild ass shit. But homie ended up getting strung out.
Oh, yeah.
So the amount of people that were pulling up to watch his rise tripled to watch his fall.
Oh gosh.
And that's just how it goes. Like,
And that's what's sad. That's what's entertaining.
I know.
It's like murder documentaries.
It really
it's
is.
like OJ.
it is.
Did you guys see the new
I
one?
want to see the new one. I haven't watched it. Is it good?
It's honestly like.
Don't fucking look at me, Lenworth. Don't do it, bruh.
It's good.
I know
It's
you
good.
do.
You know how
It's
I feel
good.
about
It's
that.
good. We've been watching.
I want to watch the new one. Lenworth's, I ain't watching that shit. He knows. Lenworth's. It's funny. I was chilling. What the fuck was I watching?
Not
I was
guilty.
watching. That
Not
motherfucker.
guilty.
That motherfucker guilty as
Not
shit.
guilty. No, it's crazy. Like,
Hey, they found him not guilty. Motherfucker was guilty as
no,
shit.
like it's
Not guilty.
crazy. It's,
The documentary.
Yeah.
I
Can
watched.
you believe that? I'm not done with it, so I'm kind of waiting for the moment where I'm like, how did they find him not guilty? I'm
Hey.
still at that point.
It was an interesting time. I remember being in school and we were watching the trial
Oh shit.
in class.
Oh my
I
gosh.
swear to God, I was like in the 4th grade.
Oh my gosh. Your teacher's like, this is what's gonna happen today.
No. 5th grade. Shout out
This
Miss
is what I
Hiles.
feel like doing.
Shout out Miss Hiles' class. 5th grade. We were posted in the portable and we were watching the trial every single day.
That's the funniest thing
That's
I've ever heard.
wild.
I can't believe that.
Wow, I just dated myself.
I remember
a
when
little bit.
9/11 happened. We were watching that.
Oh yeah.
Y'all watch that?
Yeah.
Is it
'cause-
school?
Yeah, we watched the second plane hit.
Yeah,
Oh,
see, I was already
Yeah.
kicked out of school, so I watched
That
that
shit
at
was
home.
wild.
I was
You
homeschooled,
kicked yourself
so.
out of
Yeah.
school.
I did kick. Man, why you gotta bring up old shit, man? It's the way
User
I word
3,
the
6,
shit, right?
8,
User
9.
36897, bitch. You kicked yourself out.
I'm starting to think there's a real person.
Hey,
that's the actual, because the number's the same every
Maybe.
time. I'm like,
If
this
the
gotta
number's
be a real
if the
person.
number's the same, that's gonna fuck me up because I'm just randomly spouting.
No,
off.
I swear, I'm pretty sure.
That's
Like, roll the
insane.
tape.
Okay,
Roll the
roll
tape.
the
I'm
tape.
pretty sure you're saying the same number every time.
It's funny because the reason I pointed at Lenward so not to look at me is I watched crazy shit. Like I'm like the biggest horror fan on the face of the earth. So much so that like I'm completely like just completely numb to it. It doesn't even like I put it on as like a screensaver kind of now,
Oh
right?
my
So
gosh, that's
me and Lenwards are having a meeting, and it's like by 9:30. I'm eating breakfast.
It was
about
like
8:30
before
maybe
noon. Yeah,
before noon for sure. And I'm in the living and I'm watching Fear Street.
Horror movie
If you haven't
before
watched
noon.
Fear Street on Netflix, go watch it. So there's this one scene where they put this dude through like a meat grinder,
Oh,
right?
jeez.
And I'm just sitting there talking to Lynn Words, and like he's not looking at me. I'm like, he's all, what the fuck are you watching, man?
Traumatized from the
Yeah, he's
screen.
like, what? You're just eating a burrito,
And
watching
you're like,
some
so on
fucking.
Thursday, I'm thinking,
What the fuck is wrong with you? I was like, oh, I don't know, it's just Fear Street, dog. So like, what's going on? He's like, I don't know.
like,
dog,
how can you focus?
can we go sit in the kitchen or some shit? This is crazy, bro. So yeah, I watch. I'm up on all that shit too.
That's
I want to watch that. It popped up in my Netflix
It's good.
recommended.
It's
I
good.
liked the movie that they did.
I never saw the movie.
The movie was pretty good.
I never saw it.
Ross played
Oh, I know.
what's his
Robert
name?
Kardashian.
Yeah, he played the Kardashian.
Talk
yeah.
shit about the Kardashians all you want, dude. Those girls know how to market.
I mean, the proof is in the pudding.
The
Holy
proof is
shit!
in the pudding.
Hey, you know
who
what,
they
though?
are.
The
You
mom,
talked
the
about
mom's
them.
a genius.
I
It's
don't
freaking
know.
Kris Jenner.
I was about to say Chris. Hey,
Nothing but
genius.
respect, honestly.
I like when people
and
post
Ryan
pictures.
Seacrest.
Her and Ryan Seacrest.
True.
I like when people post pictures of when they look like they were from Burque, though.
Oh
They
yes,
look-
I seen that.
they look
It's all
like
back when they
cholas,
were
bro.
still when they were
they're-
Spanish.
Yeah, back when they were Spanish. Yeah, their eyebrows. I'm
not
like,
anymore.
damn. I feel like I danced with one of the Kardashians that dances. I really do. I feel like I got a picture with Kim at the beach, bro. Someone roll the tape
Pull it
of
up,
my
right?
history.
Yeah,
Go
pull
back
it
to my
up.
MySpace page. Oh shit.
MySpace!
I just uncracked a code. So there we go. Again, full circle on the social media stuff. MySpace was the beginning, I
Yep.
think. Well, no. Jay, what's up? AOL chat
AOL
rooms.
Oh yeah, the fight rooms and shit.
This guy had the
Dude.
AOL chat rooms.
I feel like I hit like the end of that era.
The end of
like
that
I
era.
was definitely into MySpace hard, but I
What was
like
your
the AOL.
Y'all weren't on Black Planet?
we weren't. Nine words. Sorry, dog. It didn't hit New Mexico, bruh. It's all.
You know what I'm saying, Vern? You see how they do?
Hey, well, you ain't on Farmers Only.
It's a little weird the lines they draw. You know,
Landwords.
Just saying.
I don't see you on Farmers Only, dog. Why you ain't on Christians Mingle?
Christians mingle.
I am.
There you go.
I am.
It's
User
anonymous.
three-
Yeah,
user
it's
3795, dog.
No, I think that was different.
All right,
Damn.
fucked up. Well,
No, you did it on purpose
Hey,
just to hide it.
6 for 5 is good. What was your MySpace song when you went to
Oh
your
my
profile?
gosh.
What was it? What was your favorite one to put?
I don't remember.
You don't?
But it was something hardcore. I'm
Yeah.
telling you right now. Yeah.
See,
You and I have talked about this before too. Like your music, like taste would blow people's minds.
Yeah.
So would mine.
Yeah.
My taste in music, I think I wholeheartedly listen to everything.
So
but
do
I
I.
feel like my dad kind of did that to me. And like there's nothing that like I appreciate more. You know, like I feel like one time my dad, he would probably laugh because he probably doesn't even remember this, but my dad has definitely told me before you decide that you don't like something, listen to it. Like listen to it.
Yeah.
Don't be like, it's
I don't
my
like it.
song. Yeah, like listen to it and like find something that you appreciate about it. And like I really feel like every single genre, every single type of music, like I really like, I just respect music. And I people are like, especially about like, you know, harder music, like kind of like metal or
that they don't
screamo
expect
or
you to
whatever,
like.
that they don't expect me to like, which I do like.
Yeah.
They're
see you
like,
at the
that's
Screamo.
not music. I'm like, dude, yeah, it is. Like,
I can
it's
see you at the
so
Screamo
complex.
concerts, though. I
Yeah,
can see
that's
it.
where I grew up.
I could see it.
That's
Were you in the
where I
mosh pit?
grew up. Yeah,
Were you
actually,
throwing kicks?
Yeah.
Were you the kicker?
I was not the kicker.
No.
I know the kickers though, and they're the worst.
Oh man.
Or the guys who would just like literally throw punches like
I know.
at the crowd. That was not cool.
Nah.
But like the bumping around and the circle pits, I was in there.
I've seen some crazy videos.
Sometimes I'll
bro.
go a little crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. One time one time we threw a show. Shout out Daniel. I know you're watching and listening. One time we threw a show at the Dion's Pizza in Grants. Shout out all my G-Town
What?
people. It was so dope. So Daniel.
At Dion's?
Did I say Dion's?
You said
I said
Dion's.
Surf Shack. My bad. My bad. There ain't a Dion's in Grants. It was Surf Shack.
bro.
Surf Shack. We threw it. Why did I say Dion's?
Everybody in
Crazy.
Grants was like, we got a Dion's?
We got a Dion's now? Damn. No, it's because of me. If we did have one, they would have shut it down, right? So I was, fresh on my fucking hip hop journey. I was probably like 17 or 16 at this time. So they allowed us to throw a fucking a concert there, right?
yeah.
Daniel's band was like fucking hardcore. Like I'm talking like death metal, like
Oh, yeah.
like hard from the pit of his fucking stomach,
yeah.
right? Blood Gauge.
Yeah.
That was the name of their band,
Blood
dog.
Gauge.
Blood Gauge. Sick, right? Sick. I fuck with it. I said, Daniel, we need to run that shit back, dog. So I performed first. Me and my dog Mike, shout out MIC. We performed first.
Oh shit!
And then-
So this was like a mix of genres.
It was. It was. Listen, I'm genreless,
Okay,
right?
I like that. Me too.
I'm like the fucking Chicano Tech 9. I could fucking make a song with fucking Blood Gauge if I
Yeah.
need to,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
So we perform, and it's packed. Everybody's there.
That's so cool.
And we're performing, and then Daniel comes out, right? And I'm already fucking drunk. I am fucked up. And we had a song together. So it's halfway through the set. I got to get out there and start performing with Daniel. So I perform my verse, and I jump straight into the mosh pit. And I grab these two fuckers, and I literally shove them through the fucking wall. I break that shit, bro, two of them. Bam! Hardcore. Boom! I shove them through the wall. Everybody's like, what the fuck is going on? Hey, I
Taking
was
it too far.
fucking way too far. I was the king of
Thank
taking it way too far. I felt bad.
Level-headed guy over
I was
here.
in my show post too. I was in my show post. Where's Manuel? Manuel ain't here to attest. Manuel was there. He seen it. Put him through the wall. I had a blast. Afterwards, we made so much money, but we didn't get to keep none of it because they're like,
you.
We gotta
you
fix
guys,
the wall,
you gotta
bro.
fix the fucking wall. We broke a window. Someone shattered a bottle of Hennessy on the floor. It
my
was
God.
all bad. So
It was all bad.
all bad. But I had a blast. It was the greatest time. They were stuck in the wall. It was crazy. Like they had to have like someone help them like pull them out of the drywall. Like it was like kind of like a cartoon.
That's fucking
It was
funny.
crazy. So I was definitely the guy.
So you get it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you get it.
I get it. I was the guy in the mosh pit. There's always, like I said, I could see you at the Screamo
I
concerts.
have like photos of me post. So there was a Rock the Desert, which is like not that hardcore. Oh my gosh, everybody who knows who that is gonna be like, bitch, that's not hardcore. But like I have photos like post show of me like super proud. Like I have like a wicked, humongous bruise on my arm, and I'm like.
Earned.
I'm like, ha! Like, I thought I was really cool. I was not probably very cool. I just thought I was, and I was there. But yeah, I was there, and I liked the music.
I wish you'd remember your MySpace
I
song.
wish I would. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh. Shit. Honestly, the first thing that comes to my head is Escape the Fate. Skip the Fate?
Hey, oh yeah, of course.
Or like, okay, Under Oath was my favorite band. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Did you have the black hair and the bangs over one eye?
So I wanted to be Hayley Williams
Oh,
so
okay.
bad. I probably still do. Because
Okay.
of the red. But no, that's what's funny. Like, my daughter makes me look like a natural redhead, and everybody's like, you look, because I'm freckly. Like, I look like I could be a natural redhead. I'm not. My hair is brown. It's warm.
Warm.
It's
autumn.
warm.
It's an autumn color.
It's like an autumn brown. It's
Okay.
brown. But yeah, like, I've been coloring my hair red for that long.
Really?
For
Since the
that
MySpace days.
Yeah,
That's a lot of work.
Like, do you remember Paramore, right? Like,
Of
do you know
course.
what I'm saying? What I'm saying, Hayley Williams.
I know
Yeah.
exactly what you're saying. I
Like,
see it.
I
Now
had
it's
the
all the
checkered-
pieces are starting to fall into.
Ah,
I'm seeing
I like
it
that.
now.
I like
the
that. The
picture's
whole
coming.
picture.
Focus.
I had checkered pants.
Uh-huh.
I had a blue scarf. Like, you know those little, I mean, we still wear them. Like that, but like, I would wear it like a cool hardcore girl. And I had like choppy fire engine red. Like, my color hair now was like my worst nightmare. I was like, I don't want it to look natural. I want it to look like a freaking cherry red fire engine. Like Hayley Williams. Oh, and this is so funny. Everybody will love this. My first extensions were from Hot Topic.
Oh shit.
They were blonde, glow in the dark.
Yep.
They were glow in the dark. Like, I had to buy one
That's the
piece
era.
at a time. And my hair, roll the tape. I have photos.
Just
I
in
actually
case-
post them all the time.
Just in case they thought you were faking the funk. Nah, that is proof in the pudding. Hot Topic extensions.
Hot Topic
it proves that you're
extension.
real.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
insane, right? Yeah. I actually saw a meme. What are they now? Whatever, like a photo with text. What are they? Meme, GIF, or whatever.
Everything, whatever.
But it was like my Hot Topic next to your Hot
Oh,
Topic.
it's completely different.
And it was like, you don't even know.
No.
Like, that was me. I grew up, like, my parents, and it was just such a different time. It was crazy. Like, I don't feel like I'm that old, but I'm 30. I'm about to be 31, which is nuts. But, like, back then, our parents would just drop us off at the mall. They'd be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
here's $20.
I'll be
And
back
we would
later.
stay at the mall
Survive.
for like 6 hours. And me and my best friends, like, we would literally just like go in and out of Hot Topic. The workers hated us. Remember the Zoomies couch?
Yeah.
Dude, we were on that
Just
Zoomies.
chilling on the Zoomies. You know, it's
Yeah.
crazy. I'm
or
about
Journeys and Zoomies and Hot Topic. Those
I'm
were like,
about to show our age difference real quick.
Oh.
Okay. So I'm from the era of Coronado Mall when we couldn't walk with more than 3 people at a time because they thought we were gang affiliated. Ken dog.
well, and I'm talking about the
Prove you
Santa
weren't.
Fe Mall.
Yeah,
Because
oh,
I grew up in Santa Fe, which is like even worse than like Coronado. It's like there's nothing there.
There's no. You know what? You just said that. I've never been inside the Santa Fe
know.
Mall.
Neither have
Oh,
I.
really?
I've driven
Never?
by
It's-
it.
You're not
several
missing a lot,
times.
but you should go in there sometime.
Where the fuck is it?
It's on like Rodeo Road
I just know there's like a subway attached to it somehow, or there's just
in the
there's
mall.
Is that the,
There's a
isn't
subway
that the one
attached
that's
to
like right off the
everything.
freeway?
So, but you guys.
Almost.
So you guys had
Maybe,
Hot
yeah.
Topic though
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
Zoomies, you just said.
Oh yeah.
Journeys.
Those are the ones that like.
What was the food
stand
court
out.
like?
Oh, dude, there was like Sbarro's and that's
Really?
it. Yeah.
No Panda Express.
Oh, maybe at some point there's one Mexican place that's still there.
Really?
I don't know if it's the same Mexican place, but I feel in my heart like
That it is.
And they have like all the sick lemonades that are like so freaking good.
Yeah.
Like the watermelon. What are they called?
Watermelon juice?
Or they're-
like the,
maybe, they're just like
I know what
juices.
you're talking about. Yeah.
Anyway, just
What-
like
what
fruit,
is it?
Fruit and sugar. Yeah.
Agua
Yes,
fresca.
yes, yes.
There you go.
Agua
Yeah,
fresca.
yeah.
I was waiting. I wanted to see Leonard's all watermelon juice.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Fucking watermelon juice.
Just
with-
give me the
with-
watermelon.
I want the watermelon with the
That's
juice.
right. I don't need just
Y'all
the juice.
motherfuckers call it agua frescas or some shit. Give me the goddamn watermelon juice.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. I mean, there's like 3 places in there still, because nobody goes to the
Yeah.
mall in Santa Fe. Like you're downtown Santa Fe. Like if you're doing Santa Fe right, like if you're in the mall in Santa Fe, you either live there and you have to go to Dillard's,
Or you've gotten lost.
or like
To return
you're
something.
lost. Yeah, nobody goes there.
It's kind of fucked up. I really didn't even realize that there was a mall in Santa Fe.
Yeah, it's-
but I should have known.
It's
Like
small.
I said, it's not.
If
you're
there's
not
a
really
mall
missing
in
out.
Gallup, there's got to be a mall in Santa Fe.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out the mall in Gallup though. They're still. I feel like that's like transporting back in time. You go to the mall in Gallup, it's like, oh shit, I'm back in the 90s. I hope they do not change a brick of that mall. Dog. They still have Orange Julius.
Oh,
No shit, really?
Orange
is
Julius
so good.
still
Don't they have one
exists.
in Coronado, or did they get rid of it?
No, that shit gone.
Really?
Orange
I thought it
Julius
was
been
upstairs,
gone.
right by the freaking. Dang.
So my era of Coronado, and again, our era of Hot Topic. Hot Topic used to have a distinct smell.
Oh yeah.
Right? A distinct smell. A distinct group, right? And a distinct vibe. It was very dark.
Yeah.
Very rage against the machine and the
Yep.
parents, right? That's where you would go to get the stuff that you probably shouldn't be getting at that age.
Yeah.
Now it's like, what the fuck is a Hello Kitty t-shirt
Oh,
doing?
that's-
Hot Topic. What the fuck's going on over
I
here?
never liked Hello Kitty. Murder me, hate me. I know.
I never had any
Literally,
girls,
it was the
so
lamest.
I missed all that. I had my sister, but my sister tomboy, right? So all that like extra like girl stuff, I missed it. Like I got 4 boys, so like a part of me was always like, man, you know, that'd be kind of cool. Especially after I had my boys, I felt safe. Like with my sister, right? My sister's the youngest, and she's got nothing but brothers, so she was safe, beyond safe.
Yep.
One time specifically, the first time she brought a boyfriend home, right? She was probably like 13, 15, something like that. And I was already full-on diabolical shithead. This was me at my worst era, right? You probably shouldn't have met me at that time, Johnny, right? And I'm in my room. I had my wife beater on, and I'm sitting there sharpening my knife, right? This just happened. Hey, it just happened to happen this way. I had no idea Buddy was showing up. We had no idea Buddy was showing up. I'm sitting there sharpening my knife, right? Wife beater on.
Yeah.
And my mom's like, hey, John, Stephanie's here and she wants you to meet somebody. And I walk out. What's up? And she's like, this is my boyfriend. I was like, oh, yeah. What's your name, bro? He's like, he forgot his name for like a good little portion of time. And he told me, he told me his name. I can't remember it, you know what I'm saying?
Trevor.
But I was just
I don't know.
I walked out, Trevor. I walked out it was, I was like, this is my fucking little sister. You're lucky I'm fucking sharpening my knife. Like, nah. So that was the energy that me and all my brothers brought to the table with my sister. So she was good. Like she was safe, which people would be like, she would have been safe without it. I don't know. I've seen a lot of little girls that didn't have brothers or brothers that didn't care that ended up in some shit that they probably shouldn't have got in because they didn't have the older brother be like, nah, I know what this dude all about. Fuck this dude.
I like that.
So I felt if at a certain point I did have a daughter, I felt better about it because she had her brothers. Universe had
Different plans.
4 boys. Yeah.
4 boys. 4 boys, and that's it.
Probably time to.
That's probably time.
Shut it down.
My uncle tells me, he's all, are you done? I'm like, yeah, I'm done. He's all, have you gotten snipped? Nope. He's all, you're not done, motherfucker. You ain't done, dog. You ain't done. I'm like, he's like, you trying to catch up to your dad? Because my dad's got, kids.
How many?
So my dad's got my 2 older brothers, Ray and Manny, right? Me, my brother Justin, my sister Stephanie, right? So there's 5 that I thought. Right? I'm like 18, and my dad's like, yeah, I'm getting ready to go to California and see your brother. I'm like, what the fuck is...
Casual.
What is Ray
What's Ray doing
What
in
the fuck Ray doing in
Cali?
California? He's like, no, your brother I never told you about. I was like, what the fuck?
No big deal.
The one I never told
No
you
big
about.
deal.
My brother you never told me about. What the fuck are you talking about? He's like, yeah, he's in jail. It's like a whole thing. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Oh God.
Hey, 18. I think he like got too comfortable and just like accidentally said it, so he had to just like keep going down the path.
fuck it.
So I have a brother, and I guess his mom's a white chick. So I have like a coyote, straight up coyote brother that's out in California, may be in jail, may not be in jail.
Damn.
I would walk past this man and probably not even notice him.
Wouldn't know.
Damn.
Dang.
That's crazy.
And I think he's technically the oldest.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That makes sense.
Oh, wow. Okay.
See, I told you I was being emotionally vulnerable on this
Vulnerability.
podcast.
I like
Look
it.
at that shit. We dropping gems.
So what?
on him.
Have you ever spoke to him? Have
Never.
You ever met?
Oh,
You never met him?
Never met him. Never spoke to him.
Gotcha.
Didn't
And
know
you
about
don't
him
have
till.
like a desire to.
Make a little more money.
I know. Hey, I seen on the podcast you was talking about me, John. Brother. What's up, brother? I know you like that word, brother.
Next week you're like, we have a special guest in the house.
My brother. Hey, fresh from San Quentin.
He gonna go out like, you ever see There Will Be Blood?
No.
When the dude's brother showed up.
I've never seen
You
that
never
movie.
seen There Will Be Blood?
No.
Oh man. I
Sounds
thought
like a
was
movie you
some-
would have seen.
Probably. Who's in it?
Oh man, it's the guy with it's P.T. Anderson's movie about the oil baron.
Nope, never
You
seen
never
it.
saw that shit?
Oh, I know what movie you're talking about now,
bro,
but I've
yeah.
never seen it.
Oh, you got to watch it.
There will
Okay,
be
never
blood.
mind. You won't get the brother joke. Though,
Okay,
but
I'm
you
gonna
gotta
watch it,
that movie.
and then
It's
we'll revisit
fantastic.
episode 100.
Fantastic.
We're
The
talking about
joke
that.
is dead now. Because
Yeah,
I know.
And I'm usually the one.
I'm just
making
gonna
the
unplug this mic
Fuck this
and
shit,
just
man.
quit.
User 397. Fuck Johnny. He's never seen movies. But yeah, I mean, I guess so. If I got the opportunity, you know. But I mean, I did my ancestry, and he didn't pop up yet. So until we can make that connection, then I don't know. I'll walk by him and wouldn't even realize he was there.
Yeah.
So yeah, four's a good number. It's nice even number.
Yeah.
I think that's time. What do you think, Dom? Should I stop at 4? I'll ask the oldest.
Yeah.
Because I ain't got a mic. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Like,
He's like,
yeah,
yeah, one
probably.
of these
Yeah.
days.
He's all, yeah. When I'm old,
He's, I'm tired of babysitting all this for you.
yeah. I got a 22-year-old, and then I go have a newborn. That's crazy.
Hey, I have a fun fact. I have a 9-year-old brother.
For real.
Like, for real, shit happens. You never know, man.
Yeah, see?
You never know where your life's gonna go.
and now with that
what's
laser
gonna happen.
surgery, they say that it's easier to handle that business. It's not as,
Laser surgery.
Yeah, they can laser give you a vasectomy now.
Oh, and then you can like undo it.
I guess so.
Oh, huh.
I just, at the end of the day, if you're gonna do that,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you gonna undo it? Are you crazy?
People do it all the time.
Snip, snap, snip, snap.
Oh my gosh. Do you have any idea the emotional toll it takes on a person? What? Snip, snap, snip, snap.
That's what.
I got-
Office.
I got
There
the
we go.
reference.
See, I knew it. Office. And then I got
The
it again.
physical toll.
That's
the
one of-
3 vasectomies. That's what
one
it
of my
is.
favorite episodes.
Yeah, it's me
That
too.
shit is so. Whenever he's standing by his plasma TV, he's all. Sometimes I just stand here and watch this all day long. I stand here and watch this. You ever seen that episode?
Yes.
Have you seen that episode? Whenever they invite him over for dinner.
Oh, the
my
dinner
god,
party.
bro! The dinner party episode is
Dinner
a
party.
must.
And Jim's
Office,
like, my
yeah.
apartment is flooding.
Yeah.
And Pam's like, you can get a new apartment,
Yeah.
but you can never get back memories of
That's
her.
right, Jim. Or what
Yeah.
about her assistant's album? Whenever she starts listening to his song.
Hunter.
Oh my god.
Hunter.
He's all. She thinks
Took
he's
me
great.
by the hand. Made me your man.
Yup. Hey.
That one night.
Hey, that shit was it. Whenever Jim takes it, but Michael's like, Jan thinks it's pretty good. I don't really hear it. It's fucking awful, bro. She's standing there dancing. It's crazy.
She's like, oh my gosh.
See,
that's
we
so
go
funny.
to a bunch of places
Yeah.
on the podcast. So before we get out of here, I wanna thank you for pulling up.
Yeah.
Right. I want to thank you for being a refreshing content
Aw,
creator.
Thank you.
Coming with like just a different vibe, a different perspective, a different thought process on what you can actually do and show on the internet. It's refreshing, and I love to see it.
Ugh, thanks. It means a lot.
Of course.
Yeah, it's a crazy place. It's a crazy place.
It is.
We're all just trying to create.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird. It's weird.
It is.
Sometimes things happen on purpose, and then sometimes things happen on accident. Sometimes it's like trial, you know?
Oh yeah, and I mean sometimes those accidents. It's like when you look back, it's like, was it really an accident, or
Yeah.
was that kind of there in the first place?
That's the Lord's
Was
plan.
that the universe is loud, and
Yeah.
me personally, when it's yelling at me,
Yeah,
I sit down, shut the fuck up, and listen.
exactly.
Cassandra, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Nothing but love.
I appreciate you.
Keep killing it.
Thank you.
I'll see you on my reels.
I can't
Until
wait.
next time, respect the connect. Peace.
It's thicker than